Here we are at part 10 of my video walkthrough for the Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. We are in the middle of the second dungeon, which I don't really like to do, but due to YouTube's time constraints, there wasn't really much I could do to try to get my 10-minute segments to all work out and look pretty. That room on the right there had the big key. Now that we got the big key, we can get the dungeon treasure out of the middle of the dungeon. And then we're going to be set to go to the rest. Just work our way back to the right here. Watch out for the roaming fireball. Here we go. The dungeon treasure in this dungeon is the hook shot, which is super cool. I love the hook shot. Let you pick up items, and you can kill some enemies with it, and grab onto like pots or skulls in the dark world or whatever. Pull yourself across gaps. It's just all kinds of multi-versatile tool. Make sure you grab that key. It's the only real thing of importance on all these ledges here. And then work our way to the north here. Use our key to unlock the door and head up. Here we got some more red jellyfish, which you notice the hook shot will kill them, as long as they're not inside of the walls. Got a pressure switch here, which after putting the statue on it, we're going to want to go to the right. Some more crazy enemies here. And then just head through the door. And then head down the stairs here. Flip the switch to drain the water. This will open up our path. Head to the south. Got some treasure chests and whatnot in here. It's not absolutely necessary to come over here though. Noticed I got 930 rupees. Starting to get pretty full. Should probably go spend some of them. More water bugs, whatnot. Head through the door here. We got kind of a little power-up station. Some more just mundane enemies to take care of here. Now, the door isn't obvious to get out of here. Gonna have to go through kind of secret passage, but nothing too hard. Head up the stairs when you're ready. Gotta love that hook shot. Alright, this room. This room always gave me problems until I figured out a trick to it. The Bombos spell will kill these bugs, even though you can't attack them, because any situation that you would be in where you could attack them, you'd be swimming and you can't swing your sword. Kapow! Go Bombos. Alright, now we don't have to worry about them anymore. And as long as you cast your spell before you come up here, you'll gain back enough magic from this little recharge room that you get your spell back. The key to the door that leads to the boss's room is on the far right here inside this skull. And then we just want to head to the left and go into the locked door. And we are ready for the boss. Which, we gotta use our hook shot to fight the boss. This boss is kinda weird. Gotta use the hook shot to pull the little puffball things off of them and then kill them. As long as you're not facing, you're not south of them, so that you're facing to the north, the little puffballs won't hurt you, because whenever you pull them to you, they'll immediately start going back to them, so they won't actually damage you. But for some reason, if you're below him, they'll sometimes hurt you. Every once in a while, he pauses and kind of spins them outward, but it's nothing real big to worry about. Alright, here we go. After defeating all the little puffballs, he jumps around. He tries to land wherever you're standing, and I found that he always goes to the right and then starts bouncing around the room, which if you're any good at calculating diagonals in your head, you can kind of figure out where he's going to go. Which, if you notice here, I get to the left of him because I know he's going to go to the right. That way if I miss, he doesn't run into me. So not too terribly hard, really. Just grab the heart container and grab the second crystal. May the way of the hero lead to the Triforce. Alright, now we are ready to go do some side stuff. Need to spend all that money that we've been racking up, for sure. And, there's a couple other things that we can do now. We've finished the second palace before we head into the third palace. First off, I'm gonna head over back here to the right, which I normally try to remember to do this after leaving the first dungeon, but I don't think I quite had enough money. But swim back into Lake Hyla, which, if you'll notice, the entrance of the lake's in a little different spot than it was. But the middle of Lake Hyla has the Ice Palace in it, which we can't actually enter the Ice Palace right now, but you know, this little circle of stones here kind of marks one of our Light World warping spots. This leads us to a piece of heart, which that's number 13, if I remember right. Just grab it and warp back, and I'm going to want to head to the entrance of the Ice Palace, kind of. And then warp to the Light World, and that will lead us to the Temple of Happiness, or the Pond of Happiness, whatever, so that we can get some more upgrades. Alright, I'm sure this is just what you wanted to do. Let's pay this fairy a whole bunch of money. Which, fortunately, I think we have enough money now that we can get every upgrade from her, which takes us to like 50 bombs and 70 arrows. Again, it's pretty boring, but at least this time I remember to put it at the end of a video segment so that you can just skip on to the next one if you'd like. Don't think there's really anything important left in this part of the video. The way you can tell whenever you are done, if you don't remember how many of each thing there is that whenever she gives you 10 instead of 5 as an upgrade, that means you are done with that particular one. Oh, I hate this part. Oh no, big trouble. Alright, 50 bombs. That would be the maximum for the bomb upgrade. I'm up to 50 bombs and 50 arrows now. Woohoo!